All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Run. Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun, Mayfield. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Fournette, a first down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Right there, 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 56 to mark, boys. Hey, 2. Let's go, defense. Hurry.
Mayfield to throw it this time. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got a man complete. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Hurry, hurry! Under 10, under 10. Alert, 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 alert!
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Jump, 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 jump.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 8-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Let's go. Come on.
Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again, being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Alert, alert, alert. Hey, echo.
Mayfield now from the 50. Thomas has got it, complete. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
We got it. Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers.
1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, alert 33. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of 2 there. Second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hurry, hurry! Watch out!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Last stop! Last stop!
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Josh Oliver. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down and goal.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This will be taken short. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Let's go! We have the ending. 44. Too little, cut.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matthew McCrane now for the field goal try. McCrane's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Alert! 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 I got you!
Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Rail, rail, rail. Go, let's go. Rail, rail, rail. Show it up, show it up. Hurry, hurry. My touch.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
King, king, king. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check. King, king, king. Done.
On On second down, this is Harris. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
At the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Dancing to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Black. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great start to the second quarter, better than 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
On first down, Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
On the ready. 53 is the light. Check the out. Check the out. Check. 53 is light. Check. Come on. Come on. 53. Check 53.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. This is Barkley. And this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 56 yards. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers get a score closer. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now, here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. And now it's second down. Before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Buddy! I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll run with Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super